Hello, my beautiful Pisces. This is going to be your March 2026 energy reading. So without further ado, Pisces, let's go ahead and get started. 10 of Wands. That's showing up right here for your reading. Some of you guys might have a lot of responsibility. It might be that you feel like you have a lot on your shoulders. The 10 of Wands is an indicator that you need to find a different way of handling this burden because it can lead to burnout. It can lead to you feeling suffocated. Yeah, with the block being the death card, this can show me that there is essentially something blocking a change that needs to happen in your life. And with the 10 of Wands, it just tells me that this is just the way that it's always been. Some of you guys might just not know how to even visualize something different in this specific situation. But Spirit is saying with the 10 of Wands that this responsibility is something that you potentially have inherited. This is probably something that doesn't even belong to you in general. And Spirit is saying that there is always a different way to carry these wands more effectively. You don't have to break your back. It's very important for you to break out of that particular box that's keeping you in that particular perspective. You have here the 6 of Pentacles as the outcome, and as the advice, we have here the Ace of Cups. So the advice is saying we need to focus on healing. We need to focus on nourishing our inner self, our child self, right? We need to focus on what wounds are we carrying that are carrying these narratives that we are currently living through, right? The 6 of Pentacles here with the outcome, it shows that something is actually going to be balanced out. This could be actual aid, help coming your way. This could be that maybe you're speaking out and certain things are starting to balance themselves out because maybe some people are being more involved. But regardless, this is a really good card that gets you somewhere. But it's very important for you to understand that there is a need for you to still continue to think about the strategy long term. So in the immediate future, there will be a shift, but it's up to you to continue to make this more manageable for yourself. Okay. So with the 10 of Wands, let's get a little bit deeper into that energy. What is the 10 of Wands trying to show Pisces? So Pisces, the 10 of Wands with the 7 of Cups could feel slightly confusing times at this moment, which is explainable with everything that's happening astrologically. But regardless, it could feel that maybe you just don't know where to look. Maybe you just don't know what's out there for you. And with the 7 of Cups, even though it symbolizes confusion, it also symbolizes that there's so much out there, that there's so many possibilities. Like if you look at the card closely, it's basically 7 cups filled with all different kinds of stuff. So Spirit is saying, look where you wouldn't normally look in order for you to, again, relieve yourself of this burden that's weighing you down. And you have here the Knight of Cups. So I feel like what this is saying is that the Knight of Cups is a very creative energy, is a very emotional energy too. The Knight of Cups can symbolize that there's someone coming through that is going to hear you out. Also, the Knight of Cups can symbolize that you need to look at things from a more, I guess you can say, romanticized perspective, meaning that sometimes we are too realistic and we can kind of put the cap on something for ourselves. And Spirit is saying, look at it from a more creative, romanticized perspective. Maybe you are able to find different solutions when you think from that particular perspective. Give me more on this 10 of Wands, Spirit, please and thank you. What else do you want to say with the 10 of Wands? Okay. So 10 of Wands, yeah, with the 3 of Wands, I feel like Spirit is saying you need to prepare yourself to move ahead. The 3 of Wands is about expansion. So what comes before the 3 of Wands is the 2 of Wands, which requires preparation. So Spirit is saying you need to find a way to look ahead. You need to find a way to see that there's so much more out there for you. Once you do that, you will start to see things falling through for you. Okay. Now with this Death card, we have here, this is the block, the issue was not letting you move forward, was not letting you shed the skin. And Spirit is saying Page of Cups. That's very interesting. I feel like this could be that you have inherited this kind of energy when you were younger. Like maybe this is something that has been in your family structure for quite some time. For some of you guys, maybe you are assuming this responsibility because you are a parent and you have a child that you have to take care of. So obviously when that's involved, it's really difficult to see other ways of handling things, right? Sometimes parents can be very self-sacrificing for their children. children, which is not a bad thing, but Spirit is saying, you know, we could do it differently. We can support you. You can find a different way to not sacrifice yourself. Temperance, right? Another card of testing new waters, of pouring back to your own cup, as you can see in the image. And this is all about, you know, recalibrating yourself, centering yourself, and also prioritizing your well-being, because the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you can show up for your children or the young ones that you are taking care of, or even your childhood self. Okay, so give me more on the Death card, please, and thank you. Oh wow, that one jumped out. 1 second, guys, I dropped it. So yeah, 3 of Pentacles here showing up, which means that there is people that can come through and collaborate with you to take a burden off your shoulders, to make something more manageable, more easy to deal with, right? This is about, you know, leveraging your team, right? Who is your team in your life? Is it your friends? Is it your family? Is it your significant other, right? Is it maybe it's just you, but is there institutions that can help you essentially, you know, manage yourself better, right? Is there resources that maybe you have not tapped into? Is there programs that can help you? That's 3 of Pentacles. It's like, how can you find ways to collaborate in life within yourself, even if you don't have people around you specifically, that can make things easier, that can make things more manageable, that can lead you towards stability, okay? Okay, so with the 6 of Pentacles, we have here the High Priestess. Okay, so High Priestess is saying you need to when you get this help, this aid, this balance, very important for you to take time for stillness, take time to really digest this. The High Priestess can also show that this is kind of unexpected for you to receive aid, to receive help. This could be that it's just a pleasant revelation, because the High Priestess can show secrecy. But regardless, this is saying, you know, when you do receive this type of balance, when things feel a little bit more easier, more manageable, sit with yourself. And like I said, tap into that creative, intuitive energy to formulate longer lasting decisions or longer lasting results in your life that can really lead towards balance, that can really lead towards you having essentially a structure that's good for you and for the ones that you're taking care of. So we have, the Magician. Oh, my crystal. The Magician. This is a card of taking action. This is the card that you kind of reap what you sow. Also a card of manifestation. Okay. So if you continue to be in this position where you want to just take on everything for yourself and you're not reaching out for support when you are feeling like you need support, that you need, you know, assistance, or that you're being burned out, Spirit is saying that then you're continuing to materialize that energy of being so independent to the point that your well-being is at jeopardy. Like I said, very much a card of manifestation, but the Magician also can symbolize that there is this energy of taking the proper steps, okay? Knowing that you have the skill set, that you have the ability to, again, alchemize the situation into something different, okay? And then Ace of Cups asks your advice. Let's get into the advice for you. What is the Ace of Cups here? Let's get a little bit more. Okay, yeah, Queen of Cups. Very, very, very straightforward. Ace of Cups is the card of healing. This is about leading a new chapter in your life, focusing on the well-being of your internal world, the well-being of your mental health, your emotional health, and even your physical health, right? This is about things feeling good for you, things feeling fulfilling for you. Then we pull this Queen of Cups, also clarifying the advice. And this Queen of Cups, she's the ultimate queen of holding space for herself, okay? She's the one that can sit there in her throne and has no shame in essentially sitting there to evaluate herself, to see how things are truly making her feel. And that's what Spirit is saying. You know, you don't have to be in fight or flight. You don't have to be in go, go, go to the point that you are neglecting your internal world. That is not what Spirit wants you to do. Spirit wants you to lead from a place of wholeness. Okay. Final card for my beautiful Pisces. Okay, Page of Pentacles. And I feel like, again, there's a long-term commitment ahead for you. This is telling me that This is about you taking the proper steps every day to be committed to your well-being, to be committed to leading and balancing your life, essentially, to be committed to not going back to patterns where you are essentially people pleasing and taking on the burdens of other people in order for you to help them. This is a deep commitment and it requires everyday work. That's how the Page of Pentacles is. This is everyday work, okay? For some of you guys, this could be an offer. This could be a job offer coming through. This could be someone with a solid promise of friendship, of love, of support. And Spirit is saying, allow yourself to, give someone or the opportunity, the ability to show you how worth it is, right? So don't take just people's word for it. Let them work for it, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into your oracle card. So for my beautiful Pisces, what oracle card are we going to be talking about today? Thank you, Spirit of the highest light. Thank you, Pisces, if you made it this far. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we have shamanic healing. It says cleansing and attunement. Okay, let's see what the guidebook has to say about that. And that is number 17. Number 17 for Pisces. So Pisces, it says the shamanic healer brings you beneficial energy and personal or professional news. Some form of healing is coming your way. If you are dealing with physical issues, the shaman is here to help you. Difficulties of an emotional or psychological nature can be difficulties of emotional and psychological nature can be remedied through your connection with this powerful spirit guide as well. Even community or family concerns can be resolved. Meditate on the issue or the part of the body that may be problematic. Call upon the shaman to bring the eternal spirit, the divine healer, to you, and see or sense this powerful filling you up, clearing the problem and bringing the radiant light to your physical, mental, and emotionally. Ask this healing spirit to give you guidance on what you can do to resolve the issue. Since the shaman often engages in ceremonial rituals, your process may be aided by lighting a candle, playing music, or burning incense or sage during your meditation. Very beautiful energy, guys. And what I really love about this is that it kind of goes back to what the tarot was already speaking to us about, right? We have to drop a burden here. We have to allow ourselves to find solutions to resolve the patterns, the, behaviors that we have been engaging in that has essentially left us with no energy, burned down, alone, feeling unsupported. We have the power to resolve these things. Okay. So call upon the divine, do whatever spiritual practice is, aligned with you, resonates with you, but don't ignore what your body and your mind and your spirit is trying to tell you as far as when you are being pushed a little too far. Okay. So with that being said, Pisces, please let me know if this reading resonated with you. And if it did, drop me a comment down below. Like and subscribe if you do want to support my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.